It's a late rainy night in the middle of August. The year is 2010, and Tommy's been stuck at his computer for the last 5 days. Ironically enough, being August, it's been raining for weeks. Recently, this new alpha cave game just came out, and oh man, Tommy has been absolutely addicted to this game. Unfortunately, Tommy's computer is, well, to say it nicely, piece of shit. Unfortunately for little Tommy, this forces him to play on tiny render distance. The fog is so close to his face and makes the world feel a lot smaller and claustrophobic. Never know what's behind that fog. And now, for unknown reasons, maybe because he's sleep deprived because he hasn't slept in the last week, or perhaps it's the lack of a fully developed prefrontal cortex. But tonight, Tommy's gonna see something that changes his life forever, changes the course of Minecraft forever. Today, Tommy's gonna meet Herobrine. I want to say between the years of 2011 to 2016, 17, maybe even the current year, honestly, depending on how many children are still playing Minecraft. But there used to be a mythical creature that would hunt those who played in solo worlds and on low settings for some reason. That mythical creature was named Herobrine. And oh boy, did this guy scare the absolute shit out of everybody back then. I don't care who you think you are, you were scared of this guy. If you were like 12 playing Minecraft in these years, there was no way you can tell me that you didn't just piss your pants once while playing Minecraft alone in the middle of the night. Now, depending on the canon of Herobrine we're talking about here, it could go anywhere from a dead kid in a game to some technological monster inside of a block game that can come and kill you in real life through your computer, to a guy who just burns your house down like a total asshole. No one likes that guy. Herobrine, no one likes that guy in a multiplayer world. Stop doing it. Stop being a dick. Now, this mainly arises because everybody wants to tell their own version of Herobrine to stand out with their own story. And, you know, that really muddled the story of Herobrine. Especially with, like, oh, he killed me in real life and now there's news reports of people dying from Herobrine. If you know the video I'm talking about, I'm so glad you get the joke. Herobrine had a lot of trademarks that, you know, he usually always go with. You know, some of the more common ones were, like, 2x2 tunnels dug out randomly all over the place. Because Herobrine was fat and needed 2 blocks instead of 1 to walk through a tunnel. You know, you got sand pyramids with torches on them. And one of my favorites, trees, but without leaves. Truly terrifying. Some other things that this menace has been reported to do or captured doing are crashing people's games, or crashing people's internet, or crashing people's lives. I won't lie, around the time that Herobrine became this entity in a block game that could come out of the game and kill you in real life, I would say a lot of people at our race started growing disinterested and disillusioned by the Herobrine myth. But there was a period of time before that Herobrine had the entire Minecraft community absolutely captured. The idea of this ghost inside of a game that hunts you down from a distance, you can never quite catch him, but you know he's there, almost like he's looking over your shoulder at all times. The idea was absolutely just amazing. If, for lack of better, more detailed words, it was entertaining, interesting. Because you know, I don't even feel like we have things to this day like that, where you just have a character that literally goes out of its way to subtly fuck with you. I don't know. I don't feel like we have that in games in general. So the concept of Herobrine was super interesting, actually, and it still is. I would find it annoying unless you could, like, you know, tune him down, because I don't want my house being burnt down every 5 minutes. But the concept itself was intriguing. You had people making new forum posts talking about their sightings of Herobrine or ways to hunt him down. You had people making Herobrine seed worlds, making Herobrine summoning shrines. These were my favorites because, you know, you could just summon the Herobrine into your world by, what was it? A base of 9 gold and then a piece of netherrack on top of it in the center, and then what? 4 redstone torches along the corners, and then you light the fucking netherrack on fire, and boom, Herobrine, lightning, ah! Our friend Herobrine here had another obscure way of summoning him with 3 gold blocks and then another netherrack block on top, and then you light that on fire, and bam, you got another shrine. There's also another one where like you have to remove all the trees and leaves and whatnot around the shrine, and you do like 9 or so. There was a lot of obscure, silly ways to summon this dude. Of course, any child with a undeveloped prefrontal cortex that decided to go and try to summon Herobrine was utterly disappointed and had to make up a story to go tell their friends the next day how scary Herobrine was, when in reality nothing happened. They were disappointed and felt lied to, which, I mean, they were lied to through a bunch of YouTube videos that were like spreading like wildfire. There was a new way to summon Herobrine and a new video on a Herobrine sighting every day. I swear, there are channels to this day. I am speaking as of Thursday, April 6, 2023 at 12:57:02:03. Oh, I gotta stop that again, PM. And there are channels still dedicated to Herobrine reporting sightings and, his evolution entity 303 as well. And I mean, you gotta admit that is a testament to a urban legend there, that it still gets passed around. I think at this point it's more of just like the fun of making encounters than it is just like actually trying to say, oh my god guys, look, I found Herobrine. I'll say I really miss all the channels on YouTube that were dedicated to disproving Herobrine's existence and whatnot. Those were some of the funnest channels to watch. They would just rip into these videos. So it'd be like a 5-year-old making a Herobrine sighting video that you got this like 18-year-old screaming his lungs out, "This is not how it works. It works like oh man, it was a brutal time. There was shots being fired on both sides of the YouTube Herobrine camps. Truly, if you had an opinion, you were not safe during these times. It's a real shame that we'll never see probably anything like a Herobrine situation again in video games, mainly due to the fact that like every game that you play nowadays, you basically know everything that's going to happen in it already. I mean, you go online and basically half the game's already been spoiled because someone bought the game like in the first second, played through the game in like 5 hours, and now just cannot shut the fuck up on the internet. Oh, hey, now you know how the new Resident Evil is because you made the mistake of reading a comment. But basically, you will never not know what's in a game. You can go on a wiki and look up like every block in the current version of Minecraft, as opposed to like a good example would be like back in the day with Minecraft, Notch used to have these super secret Friday updates or whatever, and he would add just random features to the game and not tell anyone. And that basically created a sense of like, it created an air of mystery. And, honestly, something like Herobrine could exist because he just could have added it and not told anyone. But, that would be a technical feat that I don't know if Notch could, if he could achieve or not. Minecraft was good, but creating a AI that like knows how to subtly fuck with the player the entire time, I don't know, man. People can't even create like decent co-op AI. Have you ever played Resident Evil 5 with the co-op AI? That thing's fucking dumb as bricks. Ignoring my previous rant there, Herobrine's definitely carved a legacy of itself into Minecraft. You cannot talk about the growth of Minecraft without talking about Herobrine. To this day, I still have memories of launching up Minecraft Pocket Edition on my tablet and having like an old alpha version on that tablet because it was a bad tablet, and I don't want to get into it right now because it's a fucking long story. But basically, I was stuck on version 0.5.0 for like years. It felt like it was like a year, but it was like 2014, so I'm pretty sure we were past the alpha point at that rate on Java. And I remember looking at the fog and thinking, damn, this is scary, and turning my game off. And I would just watch other people play Minecraft because I'd be scared to play Minecraft, honestly, for like the longest time. And it's really funny because if you look back at those times or look at those comment sections, and dude, there's so many people that were just scared of this fictional character in the game. I honestly, like, you look back and the image of Herobrine that we created in our heads was so much scarier than the actual story. Honestly, go back and read the original story, and it is the stupidest story possible. But the Herobrine I remember in my head, the little creeper that would freaking stalk me from a distance in the fog, occasionally dig those tunnels out, and just to mess with me, just because it was funny to mess with me or something. And now that there was something scary about that. But the moment he started emailing people and take down your forum post before I come and haunt you and murder you or something, and like messaging Notch about like some dead bro, that's where the entire thing loses me. Either way, if I could go back in time and choose not to have Herobrine in the game, I think I would choose to not have him in the, or have the rumors be, you know, a thing, because I think it was fun. It was most certainly fun to be scared of a fictional magical block man coming to destroy my crappy dirt house. It was great times. Oh, hello there. You've made it to the end of the video. Why, thank you. Yeah, I'm terrible at transitions. Okay, I still am working on it. But yeah, this video is basically a workshop and idea. Mainly, I wanted to create kind of like a mini series thing where I talk about things that used to scare, at least I know me as a kid, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people as a kid. Mainly because I wasn't the only person into these things, so I'm just assuming here. Some of the cool things I think I could get into with this was like, I wanted to talk about the goofy effects of FNAF on kids too, and also because that's still going to this day. Also, like creepypastas, those have definitely fallen off, but things like Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, and all that, I think that there's a lot of goofy things to talk about there. There's also some, you know, real sad things that happen with that I think would be interesting to talk about, especially since those are more subjects that I definitely feel like I know more about and can actually offer some interesting information about. But until then, this video was just a workshop the idea and get something out there and see how people react to it and see how I can mess with it in the future to make it better. Because honestly, this seems like a fun idea to keep playing around with. And it definitely is stuff that's really interesting to talk about. You don't have a lot of people who just sit down and talk about goofy Herobrine stuff anymore, so it's a good way to collect shit like that. Anyways, I guess I will see you guys next time. And oh yeah, leave a like.